Alright, now this video is basically me trying to explain to you how the Mandela effect is caused by gang stalkers deploying government institutions and assistance to alter the truth in order to drive targeted individuals insane. Now obviously I'm not a megalomaniac, because obviously I'm not the only targeted individual out there. There's other people, like if you have a catchment and they have 100 targeted individuals in there, the government can assist them. The police can turn up and use voice of God weapons, microwave burst technology, and even private enterprises can also be deployed to do that. Now, where the Mandela effect takes place is when somebody makes a request that is okayed at the highest level, and where they initiate that change using Psyops. So basically, what I wanted to tell those victims who come onto my videos is please refrain from personally attacking people. I don't mind you using foul language, but if you personally attack someone, if you abuse someone, if you abuse any of my viewers or me, you will get blocked. If you don't abuse me, you can use swearing. If you don't abuse me, I will debate you, and we'll be able to get to have a nice debate where people are civilized. But what I noticed, the people that I do not debate are those sexual deviants, like people who are into anything other than heterosexuality, homosexuality, bestiality, whatever they're into. If it's not heterosexuality, they tend to be, when you prove to them the errors of their reasoning, instead of saying, okay, we agree to disagree, or I admit that I'm wrong, they become defensive. Then they start to become abusive on a personal level, and in the end that will become violent. But as somebody who has had a schizotypal disorder, where if you become violent, we're talking cannibalism here. I'm not I'm not one of those small fuckers that you fool around with, man. Trust me. Yeah. So keep it pleasant. It's a bit like the beautiful mind with me. I'm not fully schizophrenic. All I had was depression, really, but it's a mental illness anyway. So if you go that route, where I'm like a wild animal when it comes to that. So that's something I don't do unless it's necessary. I'm an academic. I've got my various degrees. I spent like 9 years at university, so that's where I spent most of my time. And the mental disturbances I approached them intellectually, and I reached a resolution, and I even learned some of my freaky strength comes from the fact that I had those illnesses where you stop believing in what you know to be real. A man shouldn't be able to lift 100 kilograms. Don't believe that. When you stop believing in that, and you can do it. So some of my freaky things that I do come from the fact that I've had that background. So please keep it clean when you're commenting. You can use swear words, but don't personally attack my viewers. Don't attack me. And if you're willing to come on your own, don't bring an army, just come on your own. Because if you bring an army, I'll just record the people you brought with you, and I'll post it on YouTube, and I'll tell everybody that you're a pussy. If you have any problem with me, physical problem with me, don't bring anyone. You come on your own. Don't bring any. If you bring police, if you bring these wannabe gangsters, if you bring anyone, I'll expose you for being a pussy. Please come on your own. Don't bring anyone with you. I'll just record them, and I'll post it online, and you'll be forever known as a pussy. If you have that problem with me, trust me, as somebody who's had that mental illness, we're talking cannibalism here. That's how bad it's gonna get. So but basically the Mandela effect, it comes about by us being targeted. Now, this chap had a problem with me saying that you shouldn't use medicine. I'm not medically trained, but as an academic, I am aware of quantum physics, and that's a theory that I know not to an expert level, but to an intermediate level. I know entanglements, but I also branch from being totally manipulated by the gnome. So I have my own adaptations of basic quantum theory. So when you look at a deck of cards, you look at the top card. Before you look at it, it's everything else. So when you don't believe it's a card, yeah, it's everything. When you believe, it's everything. So I use that technique to avoid going to doctors. Doctors are being forced by the government to compromise the Hippocratic Oath, to compromise the patient-doctor relationship, and this is why my confidence in them has dropped. The medicine, the science they use is valid, but the people who are using it are have been forced to become corrupt. The confidence has dropped because of that. So try to avoid using medicine, because it's the people who are going to be dispensing it have been corrupted by the government. The government uses the voice of God weapon to turn Muslims into terrorists. Then it tells doctors that because these people are terrorists, you must allow us to see the doctor-patient relationship. Yet they're the ones who caused them to become terrorists. So they are using terrorists to compromise the Hippocratic Oath. Yeah? And once they've succeeded in doing that, I can't trust the people who swear the Hippocratic Oath anymore. I could trust up to 80-90%. That's what I was saying. But this guy is saying, are you medically trained? Obviously not. I'm not medically trained. Yeah, but my technique is not to do with medicine. I never questioned that medicine works. Medicine works, but the people who are dispensing it have been corrupted. That's my comment. If you wanted to stop name calling and stop abusing my fans, stop abusing me, I would have discussed that with you. The medicine works, but the people who are dispensing it have been corrupted, and the confidence has been reduced because of that corruption. It's not the medicine I question, it's the people who are dispensing it. Yeah? So if you keep it civilized, I know when you're sexual deviant, you get defensive and you start to become uncivilized when you realize that you're wrong for promoting that. If you was right, you wouldn't need to become uncivilized. You wouldn't need to resort to name calling. You wouldn't need to become violent. What you're saying would be right without you having to resort to that. But because you know you're wrong, yeah, you're having to resort to that way of behaving. But don't do that on my channel. I will block you. If you don't resort to name calling, to abusing my fans or abusing me, I will show you why what you believe in is wrong. If those of you who are using medicine from the Hippocratic Oath, yeah, they've been compromised. If you don't resort to name calling and you don't resort to abusing my viewers, yeah, I will explain to you how they've been compromised. And those of you who don't believe that targeted individuals are causing a Mandela effect, if you remain civilized, I will explain to you how. Yeah, we'll show you targeted individuals who have had government deploying various weapons on them. These are weapons that, if you think about it logically from an academic point of view, these are weapons that can lead to changes in the reality we're viewing, yeah, if they're overused. Yeah, it's the overusing of HARP, voice to God, microwave burst technology. It's the overuse of these weapons that's causing the Mandela effect. That's one cause. There's also a paranormal cause, and there's also the fact that people are just being paranoid. So I welcome all comments, but please don't resort to name calling. Yeah, if you know you're wrong, yeah, let's talk about it, but don't abuse my viewers and don't abuse me. And I will debate you on any issue. Thank you.